Hey everybody, this is Robert from Black Belt Gaming. It's good to be back with you again, and I promised you a while back that I was going to attempt a playthrough of Sentinels of the Multiverse. Remember, here at Black Belt Gaming, most of what I do are blind playthroughs. I'm going to be playing this game really for the first time. So I am in the process of teaching myself how to play. So please understand there may be some mistakes here and there, and if you spot any, don't hesitate to write in a comment and let me know. That just helps me play better. So also, for those of you that may have more experience with the game, you can always share your strategies and tips. That's not only helpful to me, but to other people as well. So learning how to play Sentinels of the Multiverse. I'm about to get started, and I have chosen the villain and the heroes, and that's what I'll talk about next. Well, this is the official rulebook. I believe this is called the Enhanced Edition. Along with, I guess, everything that came with the first printing or first edition of this game, you also get some of these neat little hit point counters. And there are some other stuff that came along with it as well that I've got in this Ziploc bag. We'll get to that later. But going through the official rulebook, you see it's kind of written in a comic book-like style. In choosing my heroes, I just kind of went down the line. And if you take a look at these first 5 bios, those heroes form the Freedom 5, and that's going to be the group I'm going to play with. Legacy is the, I guess you could say, the leader and the first hero to form this group. He comes from a line of superheroes in his family. So when one passes on, the other one, I guess, kind of inherits the powers. And with each generation, they become stronger and stronger. So that's Legacy. Next, we have Bunker. He's kind of wearing an armored suit and has a history of being used in different wars. And he's going to be, I guess, taken out of the army situation and put into a non-army campaign and join the Freedom 5, help out Legacy. And he was the second member. So he's maybe a bit like your Iron Man type, you know, heavy armored, big guns. Tachyon is the third member of the Freedom 5, a scientist who, a brilliant scientist who suffered through an accident and has become just lightning fast. So she is a speedster, and she's going to be number 3. Number 4 is Wraith. In reading her bio, she reminds me a lot of just a female version of Batman, really. She was very bright, graduated very young, full of potential, and suffered from some random gang violence. Her boyfriend was killed, and she was nearly killed, and recovered and sort of decided to use her family's wealth to have herself trained and learned how to fight and use different gadgets and technology, and now patrols the streets as the Wraith. And during the daytime, she's also the world's youngest CEO of her parents' company. And then finally, this guy's kind of interesting. All of them are, but he's just different. Absolute Zero. The last member of the Freedom 5, well, he was a janitor at a cryogenics lab, and there was an accident, and he was frozen. Kind of reminds me of maybe something like Mr. Freeze or something. He's basically put into this suit, which allows him to live instead of needing to live in some sort of freezing chamber. And I guess it gave him some powers, but I don't think he's really driven like some of the other heroes are. He's kind of, you know, they basically said, we'll give you this suit, it'll give you some freedom, but you've got to join the Freedom Five if you're going to take this this suit. So he's there. I have no idea how to play him, and especially no idea how to play him effectively, or really any of these. So this is me learning right in front of you. So for the villain, I just chose the guy right on the box, Baron Blade. He's got a bone to pick with legacy. I guess his father was killed by one of the legacy superheroes, and the young Baron Blade here, he fought against legacy and got revenge and killed one of the legacy superheroes. But then I guess the young, what is it? The young Paul Parsons is the current legacy. He's proved to be a much greater nemesis. He's actually got impenetrable skin. So this villain has become so desperate that he plans to destroy the world itself. So he's nuts. And he's got this, what is it? Terralunar implosion beam. And he's going to activate it and pull the moon into the earth. And that's how he's going to destroy the world, unless the Freedom Five can stop him. So got all my heroes out on the table with their hit point markers and their decks of cards. We've got our bad guy up there at the top. And he's going to start out with one of these in play. It's called a mobile defense platform. So it looks like as long as he is in there, you can't hurt him. It's got 10 hit points. You have to kind of smash through this before you can start damaging Baron Blade. And there were a number of different environmental cards I could choose from, different sets. But I just thought, well, wouldn't it be neat if he had his one of his bases of operations on some crazy island where there were dinosaurs and all kinds of other hazards there. So I've decided to basically put him here, and we're going to see all kinds of wild stuff coming out and making life more difficult for the heroes as they're trying to engage the Baron in battle. So there's my introduction and setup, and I am going to be trying this by myself, teaching myself how to playing all these heroes by myself. What is it like to play 5 heroes, you know, solo? I have no idea. I don't know how difficult it's going to be, but I'm going to find out. And we'll see how the game plays. And we'll learn a bit more about Sentinels of the Multiverse. So I'll catch you very soon. We'll get started with the first turn.